Alireza, you are the director of Vomiting on an Open Wound. You are the epitome of what the Winter Film Festival is all about. We're celebrating diversity. You're from Iran, you filmed it in Iran, I'm the Englishman in New York. Tell us a brief description of the film.
My film is about five young unmarried girls and boys who they're going to northern of Iran, but due to some restrictions and bans, they can't get safe villa or hotel rooms, and they decided to get a cabin from a stranger motorcyclist, and who to be turned out to be a pervert.
I know, I watched your film not once but twice and like 3 times over. How did you go about filming this in Iran with the laws of opposite sexes working together?
Actually, I thought at that time I couldn't get a permit for making this film because the story and the style of filmmaking of this film is not that familiar for people and for actually government, and I decided to make it without a permit. I had a fake permit, but I didn't have a real permit for the.
Okay, don't worry. Winter Film Awards, we go around globally, so that's going around the world now.
Yeah, I think most of people in Iran do it.
Yes.
Because they can't make they can't get permit for their own their real script. So I didn't have permit, and everyone on the set were my close friends.
Yeah.
Most of them were my friends from my film school in Iran.
Yeah.
And we were really close to each other, and all of us knew that this film is something new and different from the usual movies.
How did you go about filming this? So for all those tech dudes out there who are watching, tell us, what did you film it on?
You mean the camera?
Correct, yes please.
My camera was FX3 because it was affordable, cheap, and compact, and we could easily use it for a running stabilizer. And because of this, we decided to have FX3, and we didn't have, I think, a lot of option for camera because most of them were really expensive, and this film was made with only $1,200.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I find with the tight restraints, whether it be budget or time, you can build the most beautiful projects because you're up against so many restraints.
Oh, thank you. This film actually was 7 days shooting, and it was something really.
How did you do the fight scenes? They're graphic.
Yeah, I think for me it was the most challenging part of this film was that scene, that action scene, and to be honest, I didn't have a actually shot list for that because I had all the images in my mind, but I didn't write it in the paper. It was really hard for me to write it, especially it's a scene like this, and because I didn't know how to paint, I didn't have a storyboard. Usually people for a scene like this have a storyboard.
Correct.
Especially action scenes.
But we went through it, and it was like beautiful, like the choreography of the guys, the girls, of doing the fight scenes.
Thank you so much. I hope that audience would like it. Yeah.
When you are working with a team, how do you gather their trust as a director?
Actually, for me, all of the cast and crew are really important. Not even the DP or the actors. For me, assist cinematographer, AC, or other crew, all of them are important. And during the shooting, I always want to talk with all of my crew, for even if it's for a just short time. But I usually do it because I think it gives all the people in the set a good feeling, and they pay attention to that film. And for this film, I really need it because I didn't have a permit, real permit, and I wanted to make something new.
Yes.
And this kind of filmmaking, this actually combination of horror comedy or thriller comedy, it's something new, and I needed that all the crew, all the cast collaborate, and it was something that...
Talking about new, you've been, by the time this interview is released globally, you've been in America now for 7 months from Iran. So how has living in America, being an expat myself, how has living in America from Iran impacted your work?
I remember that the last year I was in Iran, I couldn't make movies easily. The restrictions, the rules were really much difficult.
And that's putting it politely.
It was really hard for filmmakers, especially young filmmakers, to start their career. And I decided to immigrate to here, and now I'm studying at Columbia University and in Film MFA. And during these recent months, I made one short film.
Great.
And I hope that I can keep more working and making movies in here.
Where can we see this film and more of your other stuff? So you just mentioned the other film. Where can we view your work?
Unfortunately, my other short films haven't shown in different places rather than festivals.
Is it on social media?
I'm thinking, actually, I'm planning to release them in online platform like YouTube or Vimeo. Because until now, I actually participated in some festivals, and a lot of people still couldn't watch my film.
Of course. Talk about festivals. How did you hear about the Winter Film Festival?
Actually, one of my professor from Columbia sent us an email, and he introduced some upcoming film festivals, and one of them was Winter Film Festival. And because it was in New York and Manhattan, I decided to come here and participate in your wonderful film festival.
What do you want viewers to take away from your film?
Actually, I really want the audience of this film become familiar and with this kind of people from countries like Iran, and understand the problems and issues that these people have in their countries. And secondly, this film for me is not just about this story. It's something, because after 15 minutes of the film, it's going to be a little surreal and have elements from genre. And I really want the audience understand and know this kind of filmmaking style better.
That's what I loved about it. I mean, that shower scene on the television, you know, that was like really intricately filmed. But thank you for this. Thank you for coming down here to the Winter Film Festival. And viewers, if you've got talent and you want to be on the big stage here in America, go to winterfilmfest.org.
فقط تلفن دارین همینجا بزنین، اونجا آنتن نمیدم.
گفتم اگه امکانش هست این کلید گیت ورودی و
اصل منم اینجام دیگه.